Hey everybody, it's Jennifer. Welcome back to Journal Sleep Repeat. So in this video, we are going to do a flip through of this journal that I created for my stepfather. So I noticed while setting up to film this video, there's gonna be a bit of glare because I did laminate a lot of the images in here. So I'm gonna have to play around with the pages to avoid some of the glare. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So the theme for this journal is mostly like muscle cars. That's kind of what my stepdad is into. So this first page, I cut this out of a muscle cars magazine that I picked up from Barnes & Noble, and this just kind of sets the tone for the rest of the journal. So my stepdad really wanted a lot of Mopar things in the journal. That's one of the first things he told me. So I really wanted to include this huge Mopar logo here. So let's take a look at this page. So this is the SRT logo. And when you open it up, there is the 2022 Dodge Charger Hellcat wide body, which is a very fast, very expensive car. And there is another one there. And then when we open this page up, there is the 392, I think it's the Scat Pack logo. And I found this really cool SRT sweatshirt off of Google Images, and that's where all of these pictures came from, off of Google Images. And I really wanted the photos in here to look glossy, so I wanted to laminate everything. So this here is my stepdad's dream car. It's a Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. He does have one of these vehicles, but it's not the Trackhawk edition. Another very expensive car. My stepdad loves Grand Cherokees, but he does not have the Trackhawk one currently. Might be on his bucket list for later, so I wanted to include that here. And I have the little logo here. So moving on, I forget what logo this is. So I'm not even gonna try to remember, but it has something to do with a really fast car that I wanted to include in here. And this is just a picture of like the engine underneath the hood of the Trackhawk Jeeps. And then here's another picture of a Mopar engine. So I had a lot of fun creating this for my stepdad. This is just the interior of a couple of the Jeeps. And this is actually on this page the title of the magazine that I got at Barnes & Noble. It says Muscle Machines, and they have a lot of classic cars. And so I just cut out some pictures of some classic cars that I wanted to include, and I'm just kind of lifting these pages so there's not so much glare. I did want the images of the cars to look really glossy and really shiny. So I thought this was really cool. They had this in the magazine. There's just like an old classic car, and they give a list of like all the specifications. My stepdad loves to talk about like all that stuff, like engines and all that stuff that I have no idea about. So I thought that was kind of cool to include. And I did leave some pages blank because, you know, he is going to go ahead and add his own stuff in here as well. He's just going to build upon this journal. And that's what I do when I make journals for my family and friends. I do leave some blank pages so they can kind of fill it up to their heart's content. So we're just gonna skip past those blank pages. And I had this really nice grid paper. I thought it gave it a really like nice feel, so I left that blank so he can do something cool in there. So now we get into the Cannondale logo. My stepdad's really into this kind of bike. He owns one of these, and he goes riding with his friends on the weekends. I wanted to definitely include some Cannondale stuff in here for him, and this really nice black and yellow Cannondale bike. And I really like how the red ties in. This is the black, white, and red. I think that looks really nice. It was kind of a struggle to put this journal together initially because I didn't have a lot of I guess primary colors. I had a lot of like flowery craft paper and just a lot of randomness, but I really wanted to stick to a certain color scheme for this journal. So my stepdad is also into camera, so we moved on to the Nikon logo here. And then when you open this page, it's just a picture of a couple more cameras. So yeah, he's really into cameras, and I'm actually like starting to research cameras as well because I really want to get more into photography. So we have some blank pages here, and then we move into Apple. My stepdad is a huge Apple fan and has pretty much convinced everybody in the family. Like, we have all drank the Apple Kool-Aid. So I just wanted to include the latest iPhone here, and there is a picture of the latest iPhone there, the nice Apple logo. My stepdad's really into logos and brands, so I really wanted the logos of the products that he likes to stand out in this journal. So when you open up this page here, it's like 3 iPads. I think it's the mini, the 10.9 and the 12.9. And you guys would probably not believe me if I told you this, but my stepdad does have all 3 of these iPads. Sometimes I think he just buys stuff like just to buy it. He takes the mini one to church, and the other ones he kind of uses, you know, just around the house, but it's so funny. But people like what they like, and that's really what I wanted to include in this journal. So here we have the Apple Watch. I think this is the Series 7. And then here is the latest iMac, which he owns as well. And then if you open this up, it's just a really nice picture of the iMacs that they were advertising, and then a picture of some AirPods. So I left more pages blank for him. And so this area of the journal is very nostalgic for us. My stepdad works in Hollywood. He's been working in Hollywood, oh my goodness, since 1985. So yeah, I had to include the Hollywood sign, and Cahuenga Boulevard was also something very sentimental for this journal because my brother used to live off of Cahuenga in Hollywood before moving to Florida, and then he passed away. So this exit off the 101 freeway was just very nostalgic, and I just wanted to include that. And then this I will leave private. I won't open this up because this is where my stepdad works, and I wanted to include his job here because his job has provided everything that he's wanted to purchase in this journal. His job has provided that, and the job has provided for us as a family. So I really wanted to include his workplace here. So here is just some more pictures of here's the street sign, Hollywood Boulevard, and then this is the road where you can see the Hollywood sign. I actually went there probably a few years ago. We drove up to the Hollywood sign. So I've been born and raised in Los Angeles, California my whole life, and there's a lot of stuff I don't even know about LA, but it's just nice to kind of cruise around and you know, see all of those little monumental areas in Los Angeles. So moving on, there's blank pages here for him to add to. And then, so this page of the journal actually brought tears to my stepdad's eyes. So back in, gosh, the late 80s, looks like maybe 88, 89. My stepdad had a black BMW coupe. It was like the car that was his baby. I think everybody has that one car in their lifetime that they just love and they cherish. So his license plate at the time said Beamer, and we tease him about it like all the time. So this wasn't his exact car, but I did Google this image and printed it out here. And he used to have a pillow in the back seat of his car that looked exactly like that. And then here is the interior of his car. Now, the interior of his car was all black. I couldn't find all black interior online, but I did find this red one, which I thought was really cool. And it was a stick shift. And I mean, he adored this car, and it was in our family for quite some time. He ended up selling it, you know, some years later, but it was just something really cool that I wanted to include in this journal. And yeah, when he saw this, like he got tears in his eyes, and it was just so cool to see his reaction. And so he's had this journal now for I think about a week or so, and he loves it. He actually like takes it to work with him like every day, and that just warms my heart. Like, I didn't think that like making these journals for my family was gonna get this big of a reaction, but everybody that I've made a journal for has just been so pleased, and it's just been a lot of fun to have these memories and kind of go down memory lane. So yeah, he loved this page, and it's my favorite page of the journal as well. So I left some more little things in here blank for him to just add to and reflect, and I left some Rolex watches in there. He's really into watches. And then these pages back here are blank for him to go ahead and add to his heart's content. So that is it. I had so much fun making this journal for him. I'll probably include kind of like some footage of me making this journal and kind of how it all came together. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.